Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College Baseball action, live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel. I have returned from my hiatus over the weekend, and I would like to again apologize as I was unable to provide you guys a live broadcast this past Saturday for Ohlone College against Mission College, which happened to be an absolutely fantastic game that Ohlone won in walk-off fashion. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Valdez slapped a base hit, and Clay got the go-ahead sign at third base and was able to beat out a throw, forcing an error and scoring the winning run for Ohlone College in a 6-5 win against Mission College. Today they are facing a foe that they have seen earlier on this season. Hartnell College, the Panthers, are back at Ohlone College, and tough times have still befallen on them. However, they are playing the best baseball that they have played in recent memory on the season so far. Let's run through it real quick. Their last 5 games have seen them win 2 of them, one of whom being against Monterey Peninsula, the other being against De Anza. And both of those scores were 9-7 and 6-4. So the Panthers sadly playing some of their best baseball here coming into this game against Ohlone, who is 30-2 on the season. The Panthers are 5-27 to start off the season. Now, I will say real quick, I did not receive a lineup from Hartnell College, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to head back to go back and forth to announce hitters for them, as this first ball is popped straight up into the infield. Baraloo is under it there at second base for the out. And that was your first pitch contact there. Because Hartnell had Benjamin Pajas just come up. He was hitting 195. Now standing in is Clannon. He's hitting at 237. Gonzalez is pitching. Max Gonzalez, the Ohlone College ace. He throws inside for a ball. And we'll get you that defensive alignment in a sec here. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining this afternoon. Your 1-0 from Gonzalez. Inside for a strike. And so for your defensive alignment, pitching is Max Gonzalez, catching is Garcia, at first base is Shepard, second base Baraloo, Hom at shortstop, Ibarra at third base, and in left field is Jewell, in center field is Stone, and right field is Valdez. On the ground, Ibarra has it and throws it to first in time for the out there on the 1-1 pitch. So we got 2 outs here in the inning very quickly for the Ohlone College ace, Max Gonzalez. And Gonzalez this season is going to make his 12th appearance. He is 9-0 in the season. He's pitched through 60 innings, only giving up 46 hits on 21 runs, 16 of whom were earned runs as he throws a first pitch ball. And his strikeout to walk ratio, as good as it was in his previous outing, 48 strikeouts to 6 walks. And he has a 2.39 ERA coming into today's game as he throws a fastball right over the middle. Great play by Baraloo, jumping throw back to first in time for the out. What a play by Baraloo over there at second base, as the hitter was Joshua there. And that was a quick first inning for this Ohlone College defense as they come up to hit. We'll get you the lineup in exactly a minute.
Hey there, Ohlone family. Are you currently struggling in your communication classes? Don't know how to currently make that speech outline or how to articulate your speech properly? Well, don't worry, you're not alone, and we got plenty of ways to help you. Head to the Com Lab, the Communication Lab Center that is built to help communication students, whether you are communication majors or not, better navigate your communication classes and complete those big projects without any worries or without any hassles. The Ohlone College Communication Lab is open on the Fremont campus in Building 3 in the 4th floor in room 3418, and is also available on the Newark campus in room NC 1110, Cranium Cafe in the Newark Learning Resource Center, 1st floor in Wing 1. Our decorated staff of communication interns, tutors, and instructors are more than willing to help you with any inquiries you may have with your communication classes. Come on down to the Communication Lab. We are more than willing to help. You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College Baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
As we return back to Ohlone College, on the mound tonight making the start, on the mound this afternoon and making the start for Hartnell College is Jacob Parks. This is going to be his 12th appearance. He's 0-7 on the season through 41 innings, 41 and a half innings. He has given up 47 hits, 30 runs, 24 of whom earned runs, 19 walks to 48 strikeouts, carrying a 5.18 ERA. And so he's got some good strikeout stuff based on the stats. However, I imagine would like to try and work on this ERA that he has. And he's got a tough assignment this afternoon facing a very, very deep Ohlone College lineup as Stone takes a strike on his first pitch. So I forgot to update my assets here. There we are. Swing and a miss from Damian Stone. He's down 0-2. Here's your Ohlone lineup. Batting first is Stone. Batting second is Ibarra. Third is Valdez. Fourth is Shepard. 5 is Quillisi. Jewell is number 6. 7 is Garcia, 8 is Baraloo, and 9 is Stevie Hom. The 0-2, bouncer to the plate, and back behind the screen. And Damian Stone coming into today's game. He's recorded a .333 batting average. So he fouls this one off to the right side. Actually, that's a Stevie Hom. .290 batting average for Damian Stone as he takes a ball instead. Thought he might have gotten a piece of it, but he held up. There on his swing while I was checking his stats. 1-2. Fouled back to the right side. And Damian Stone has hit 1 home run, has 2 triples on the season, 16 RBIs, and has walked 17 times, struck out 16. So I guess you could say he has walked every time he has struck out in a game, plus 1 extra walk. Here's your 1-2. Fouled back to the screen again, and Damian Stone proven to be a tough out once again. He's got an on-base percentage of .439, slugging at .393 coming into today's game. And as we always say during these broadcasts, Damian will make you throw pitches. He is not an easy out. Outside for a ball. That was a breaking pitch there. So it looked like it might have caught the corner a little bit. However, Jacob did not get the call there. So here's your 2-2. Parks looking for his put-out pitch. And he steps off. Parks gets a pitch on the outside corner there to pop up straight to left field, and the left fielder is going to have a lot of trouble with it, and it finds some grass. Stone goes to second base for a double, and as I always say during these broadcasts, it is so hard to play out there in the outfield, especially in the times that we start these games, because if you're the left fielder, the sun is setting right in your face. It is not exactly an easy play, and that's another example as to why. So a lucky break works in favor for Ohlone College, and here is Jeter Ibarra, who has dangerous as ever. .448 batting average, 3 homers and 36 RBIs. The 0-0, it bounces to the plate and it gets behind the catcher, and Stone is going to move up to third here. So we got a runner at third here and a 1-0 count with no outs. As I will say, my voice is drained from this past weekend, so I will sound like I am slightly out of breath because my voice is just extra raspy this week. And line in the left field for a base hit. Down the line, Ibarra has a chance for 2 here. Left fielder fields it and throws it to his cutoff man, but Ibarra is going to get an RBI double, and Ohlone College is already in the lead here, 1-0. Here's McAnthony Valdez. This is the first time I'm really taking a look at the stats. He's got 6 home runs, 33 RBIs. He is batting at .322 to start today's game. On-base percentage of .417, slugging at .551 as he takes a first pitch strike. It's been an absolutely crushing year at the plate for McAnthony Valdez. He has knocked the cover off the ball quite a few times this season. Jacob looking for an out here against one of Ohlone College's most potent hitters as he gets ahead there with a curveball and makes it 0-2. And that was a beautifully executed pitch there on the outside corner. Of course, Valdez is a right-hander. It's a right-handed versus right-handed matchup, so it favors Parks here, the pitcher. Ibarra's going for third, and the catcher has trouble fielding it over there. They're fielding the pitch. Can't really get a throw off, so Ibarra takes third uncontested. So we got another runner at third base here. Parks looking for that strikeout now. 1-2. Swing and a miss from Valdez. And that's going to be your first out of the afternoon. The first strikeout recorded for Jacob Parks. So he executed his breaking stuff there pretty well. Here's Jaden Shepard now. And Shepard was struggling coming into the weekend game, and since raised his batting average up to .297. So I imagine he is proud of himself for that, and that's pretty awesome. I believe he was hitting around the .270 or .260 mark just last week, and so these last 2 games he's really been crushing it at the plate and it's gotten hot once again right at the right time as we're in the home stretch here of the season. Swing and a miss from Shepard makes the count 1-1. He's got an on-base percentage of .378 and slugging at .475. 3 home runs for 28 RBIs. Looking to add one more here in this at-bat as he takes a breaking pitch for a strike on the outside corner, and now he's down 1-2, and it's another righty versus righty matchup with KW Quillisi coming up on deck here for Ohlone College, and I imagine Coach Curran wants him to have an opportunity. Shepard swings and barely gets a piece of that fastball there to stay alive in the count 1-2. Now with 1 out, here's your 1-2. Line into center field for a base hit. And scoring is Ibarra is a RBI single. That's going to make it 2-0 Renegades. And KW Quillisi is the second half, or one half of the home run leaders for Ohlone College. Both him and Valdez with 6 still. And Quillisi batting at .302, slugging at .628, on base of .402. As he swings and misses on the first pitch there. Makes the count 0-1. .406 rather for his on-base percentage, so just slightly more impressive. 22 RBIs, striking out only 23 times through 86 at-bats. So he awaits his 0-1 delivery here from Parks, and Parks has to think to himself here, I'm just a ground ball away from getting out of this inning right now. And I imagine that is what he is probably trying to work towards as he swings and misses there to make it 0-2. And Quillisi probably telling himself to stay beside himself there as he went fishing for a breaking ball there. That would have possibly been called a ball. And Parks looking for the strikeout here. Swing and a miss from Quillisi. Healthy hacking for Quillisi. However, nothing to show for it, and it's going to make it 2 outs now. Here's Will Jewell. And Jacob, after giving up 2 runs off of 3 base hits, executing 2 punch-outs. So you gotta like that resilience from Jacob Parks there. So he throws a pitch on the outside corner for a ball. We haven't seen Will Jewell start in a while. Let's see what his numbers are looking like. .348 batting. .508 on base percentage, .565 slugging. Shepard is going to second, and no throw. Shepard makes it there uncontested. And the pitch was called a ball as it was too low of a breaking pitch. Jewell has left the yard twice, has gotten 13 RBIs through the season. He's walked 7 times as well. Here's your 2-0. And just a bit high to make it 3-0 here. And Will Jewell's got to be thinking to himself, I'm probably going to get something to hit here. Wind is blowing out slightly to left center field, as being said to me by our American flag out there. Pitch on the outside corner called for a strike. The wind this whole week, actually, through the Bay Area so far has been absolutely crazy. Yesterday, the wind was ridiculous. Unsafe to drive across the bridges. Swing and a miss from Jewell on the 3-1 to make it 3-2. As I was on my way to a Giants game yesterday, and the wind actually moved my cousin's car a couple of times while we were driving on the San Mateo Bridge. It's a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. However, nobody wrecked. And this 3-2 bounces to the plate. So now they're going to be 2 runners on. And coming in is Jimmy Garcia. As the wind is just continuing to just be aggressive here. Mother Nature wants to send us a message, I guess. First pitch is on the outside corner for a ball. And Garcia, of course, bats from the right side. So his power side is being helped here with the wind. Here's your 1-1 or 1-0, and it's on the ground. And a step on third, so make that a 5 unassisted for the final out. And we're going to go straight to break as the wind is just getting even crazier. 2-0 Ohlone College. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College live sports broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, as we return back, the wind is just continuously not being favorable for anybody here. Because, of course, we are on the hills, so wherever there is wind in Fremont, we'll get it worse. And apparently it's an extremely windy day in Fremont because it is just, even for our terms, it's absolutely ridiculous out here right now. So let's see if the wind will calm down in its ferocity here throughout the game. Gonzalez throws his first pitch, and it's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. And of course, in our last outing with Gonzalez, which just so happened to be exactly 7 days ago, we know that Gonzalez loves throwing strikes right out the gate. He does not like messing around. He just attacks the zone and attacks the zone, forces hitters to try and hit his stuff. As that 0-1 is inside for a ball. And I can't quite get a number for the batter there, so give me a moment and I'll give you a name and stats. The 1-1 from Gonzalez. And it is lined in the left field for a base hit down that line, and that was so narrow down the line. He's digging for second, and a great throw coming in from Will Jewell and also Stevie Hom over there, but still safe nonetheless as the runner. That was Cameron Magna, who had a .288 batting average coming into today's game, and he's got a leadoff double for the Panthers here. And standing in now is Mason Manley, 196 batting average, so he's coming in below the Mendoza line. Let's see if he can get himself going here in this game as he swings and misses at the 0-1 pitch. He's got an on-base percentage of 304 and slugging at 239. No home runs recorded, but 6 RBIs. Looking for possible 7th here. As Gonzalez throws a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Looks like a changeup there. The wind does help Mason here as it's blowing out to left center, and Mason is a right-handed hitter. However, it's a righty versus righty matchup, so advantage goes to Gonzalez. Here's your breaking pitch on an 0-2 count, and then it is low for a ball to make it 1-2. Manley looking to try and work the count here at the very least and find a way on by any means necessary. The 1-2 in there for strike 3 called. And chalk up another strikeout on a great season so far for Gonzalez. And there is one out here. And here's Cade Schaetzler. He is batting at 182, so he's also under the Mendoza line. 292 on base and 208 slugging. 3 RBIs, no home runs, no triples, but 2 doubles recorded on the season. As Gonzalez steps off the plate to stare down the base runner over there at second. And of course, Max's parents both sitting to my left, as they always do. Probably the most consistent fans as this pitch gets away from Jimmy Garcia, and the runner moves up to third there as he's slow to get up there. And it's a rare sight to see. Not very many times that I remember calling a pass ball during a Gonzalez pitched game. However, they do happen, and that's a ball too low for the likings of the home plate umpire. Now Cade has himself a huge opportunity here as one productive out scores a run here for the Panthers. Cuts this lead in half for Ohlone College as Gonzalez fights back with a nice strike there. So I imagine if I'm Cade here, at the very least, if I get something in the strike zone, I want to be able to just elevate it into the outfield. Give my runner a chance to tag up at the very least as he takes another ball to make it 3-1. And here's going to be your payoff pitch. In this at-bat, Gonzalez only has one more opportunity here to establish control in this at-bat. Here's your 3-0, and it's lined in the center field, and that's going to be a base hit. So that's going to be an RBI single. Cade records. Excuse me, my throat for some reason is not clear. Cade records his 4th RBI in the season. I'm going to take a 3-second break. All right, I've returned. J.J. Courtney is up, batting at .316 coming into today's game, and Garcia has trouble corralling that first pitch there. Count's going to be 1-0. 388 for his on-base percentage, 382 for slugging for JJ. And Gonzalez fights back with a strike there. As we just hit the 3 p.m. hour, we're 30 minutes into this broadcast and 30 minutes into the playtime of this game. The 1-1 shows bunt, but holds back there does a great job holding back on a pitch that was out of the zone and was low on the outside corner. You definitely do not want to try anything with a bunt like that. So you might very well pop it up, or at the very least it'll go into foul territory and you got yourself 2 strikes. 2-1, and it gets away from Jimmy Garcia, and the runner's going to move up to second here. As well as the count being 3-1, and so far this inning is just, for lack of better terms, is turning a bit strange for Ohlone College, as they're making uncharacteristic mistakes here. Defensively, at least. And see if Gonzalez and Garcia can get in sync together here, as that's a foul back to the screen to make it 3-2. As the wind just keeps on whipping this canopy left and right. Good thing Mr. Gonzalez, before the game started, was able to secure it for us. So hopefully it won't go anywhere. Here's your 3-2. Inside, and that's going to be strike 3 called. And a great pitch right there. And a Max Gonzalez to get that strikeout. And now he is just 1 more out away from getting out of this. So I've apologized. I forgot to update the score here for the Panthers. It's 2-1 after that RBI single. Gonzalez checks the runner, but nobody's going to cover second. So here comes the pitch. Strike. Nice breaking pitch there from Gonzalez. The wind is just absolutely ridiculous. Check your ears, headphone users. I cannot protect you from this wind. The 0-1. Fouled straight back. Garcia thought he might have had a chance at it, but it's just well out of play. Now the wind is pushing out to straightaway left field. I don't think I've ever seen the flag go that far to left, which is not a typically good thing here for Gonzalez, as he's facing Kobe Seeley, who is a right-handed hitter. It's going to favor his power side here, so let's see what he can do with this 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. So I'm going to try and reposition my microphone here to stop the wind from starting a feedback from it, blowing right into your ears. 1-2. Bounced to the left side, but foul. And Seeley has no triples, no home runs, and only 4 RBIs recorded this season so far. Of course, the Panthers have had a struggling year at the plate collectively. The 1-2 is called a strike there. And Seeley thought he might have held up, but the umpire said no, he definitely swung. And so Gonzalez, after giving up the RBI single, comes back with 3 strikeouts. And we'll head into the bottom of the second inning. Score is 2-1, Ohlone College.
I wanna sleep through the night, I'm trying.
Hey you, thanks for stopping by. You picked the right channel.
Lately I ignore my phone, giving all the time spent on my own. Now she go wild, now she feel crazy. My thoughts around, they tell me I don't know what coach should have grown. I don't know how to feel
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College Baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Two up for Ohlone College is Baraloo, Hom, and Stone. As Ohlone College, of course, in the first inning, pushed across 2 runs off of 3 base hits. And Jacob Parks still pitching out there for the Panthers, as I imagine everybody thought he would. And here we go. Let's take a look at what Baraloo has done so far in this season. He's come up with 3 home runs, and 2 of them in big game situations. 287 batting average, 384 on base percentage, and 550 slugging as he gets hit by a pitch there on his first pitch of the at-bat, and so he'll take first base. And here comes Stevie Hom. So as I say all the time when Stevie Hom comes up, so he's pretty much one of the few everyday lineup players on this squad. Stevie Hom batting in the 9th spot. When your 9 guy is hitting at 333, is slugging at 522, and has an on-base percentage of 413. I think that is a great sign of how the season has gone for you so far. Stevie Hom just proving and driving the fact home that there's not a single easy out here on this Ohlone College roster. So he takes a pitch on the inside corner there for a ball. As he's getting new signs from the dugout. He's hit 2 home runs. He's hit 2 triples, 22 RBIs, so 2's all over the place for Stevie Hom. Hey, I just noticed 2, and then 22. You add all those 2's up, that's 8, and that's his uniform number. Totally not a coincidence. And there's a strike there on that 1-0 delivery. So I imagine the situation is coming from coach, from the coaching staff there in the dugout, is to make sure that Stevie Hom does not put one on the ground here. Normally with base runner on, Coach Curran has a game plan to score that base runner. And he's taught his guys very well to be able to play small ball and play all different types of ways to score. And here comes Baraloo to second, and it looks like he might not be there, as that's definitely not going to be in time there. A great throw out of the catcher there. That's Kobe Seeley, the catcher. Throws out Baraloo for the first out. And now time to deal with Stevie Hom uninterrupted. Inside for a ball. For Stevie Hom here, now his goal is just get on base any means necessary. He's ahead in the count now 3-1, as that pitch that resulted in the throw out at second base was a ball. Here's your 3-1. Inside for a strike, as it looked like it might have been ball 4. Stevie Hom taking a practice swing here. The wind is going to help him here, as he's a right-handed hitter. He does have home run power, like I said. 2 home runs on the season, and just been an overall very impressive 9-hole hitter. And he takes a breaking pitch that bounces to the plate. He's going to try for first, but he is thrown out doing so. That's going to be our second out of the inning. Here's Damian Stone. The 0-0 bounces to the plate. Jacob Parks is doing a great job here, not letting that first inning get to his head. He's gotten 2 outs pretty early here. Lined into center field in the left center, and it's carrying at the wall, but caught on the warning track. And Stevie Hom Stevie Hom. I keep on saying Stevie Hom instead of Damian Stone, but Stone put some good wood on it, but couldn't quite get all of it there. So the score is 2-1 Ohlone College. As we head into the 3rd inning, we'll be back in 1 minute.
Hey there, Ohlone family. Are you currently struggling in your communication classes? Don't know how to currently make that speech outline or how to articulate your speech properly? Well, don't worry, you're not alone, and we got plenty of ways to help you. Head to the Com Lab, the communication lab center that is built to help communication students, whether you are communication majors or not, better navigate your communication classes and complete those big projects without any worries or without any hassles. The Ohlone College Communication Lab is open on the Fremont campus in Building 3 in the 4th floor in room 3418, and is also available on the Newark campus in room NC 1110, Cranium Cafe in the Newark Learning Resource Center, 1st floor in Wing 1. Our decorated staff of communication interns, tutors, and instructors are more than willing to help you with any inquiries you may have with your communication classes. Come on down to the Communication Lab. We are more than willing to help. You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College live sports broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Hey everybody, we are back. So, quickly want to say, I feel like today especially, I just sound like I am really in a bad mood. I don't know why. I think it's because my voice is just so raspy and so dead from this weekend. So, if I sound like I'm in a bad mood, I really apologize. I am not. I'm in the greatest of moods. I'm super excited to watch Ohlone College as ever. Here's Max Gonzalez with his 0-0, and it's in there for a strike. Matthew Burke is the batter here for the Panthers. Let me get his stats here after this pitch. Outside for a ball. Burke is batting at .283. He's on base percentage of .358 and slugging at .300. He's got 7 RBIs, no home runs, and no triples. Not yet, at least. Here's your 1-1. In there for a strike. And so far here, after these first 3 pitches, a more characteristic look here to start this inning. As the last inning, some weird stuff happened. A couple of pitches got past Jimmy Garcia there playing at catcher. The stuff that you don't see. Swing and a miss there, and another strikeout for Max Gonzalez. And he is absolutely dealing now. I'd like to thank our live audience. Again, as always, if there's ever any problem with the stream, let me know so that I can fix it. If it's lagging, if the quality is not as good, the microphones are too loud or too quiet, let me know. Anything, just let me know. Here's your 0-0 on the ground. Ibarra has it and throws it to first in time for the out. Now his first pitch swinging there from Benjamin Pajas is, I'm pretty sure as a leadoff hitter, you don't really want to go first pitch swinging twice, but maybe it's another strategy that the Panthers have with their top of the order, as Gonzalez has proven to throw strikes early and often in at-bats. Maybe they're trying a strategy here to get on top of Gonzalez here early in the count. First pitch fastball is a strike from Gonzalez here, and he's looking to go 1-2-3. He's pitching against Callan, and Callan is sitting at .237, 2 homers and 10 RBIs. No triples recorded for him. Bounced back to the screen for a foul to make the count 0-2. And, of course, as we all know, we're heading into the home stretch here of these Ohlone games. Only a couple more weeks left until the postseason. On the ground, Ibarra makes a diving play, but he can't quite catch it. And so now we got a runner at first base there after the 0-2 single. And oh my goodness, the wind absolutely is just going bananas now. Okay, who ticked off Mother Nature? Here's your 0-0, and it's low for a ball. Because I have forgotten the number of whom's hitting. 22. Let's see. Joshua is hitting 255, 5 homers, and 21 RBIs. Definitely the most dangerous bat of this Panther squad by far. So he takes a pitch inside for a strike. So I thought that might have been called for a ball. Gonzalez got enough of the corner there for a strike. And it was a well-executed pitch. The 1-1. Inside again for a strike. As Gonzalez is dealing here, and he has a chance here to record another strikeout in what has been, so far, an impressive first 3 innings. Gonzalez checking the runner at first. Here's your 1-2. Line to the right, and it looks like it might be in play. Valdez in foul territory makes the play for the final out. So only one hit for the Panthers here in the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's still 2-1 Ohlone College. We'll be back in exactly a minute. Go ahead and listen to Professor Brenda Onholtz. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Onholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Onholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
As this ad break went a little bit shorter. Ibarra's already ready to hit, and he's in the box. And so due up for Ohlone College is Ibarra, Valdez, and Shepard. Still pitching is Jacob Parks as he throws a first pitch on the outside corner for a ball, and it looked like it might have been just a little bit too far outside, but possibly could have been called a strike as the home plate umpire has been liking that outside corner and the inside corner. The 1-0. Swing and a miss from Ibarra. Make it 1-1. As visibility today is pretty great. You can see Levi Stadium all the way out. If you look a little bit southwest out there. Swing and a miss from Ibarra to make it 1-2. So there's a lot of things you can see at this college. It's a bit difficult, but you can see Levi Stadium out there. You can see San Francisco from all the way out here, the Bay Bridge, Dumbarton Bridge, and the San Mateo Bridge. Got to go look for the angles, though, as Ibarra takes an outside pitch for a ball. So if you haven't yet, I really do recommend that you come to Ohlone College if you can and just stop and smell the roses for a little bit. Outside for a strike. And Ibarra sit down looking. Here's Valdez. As I was just saying, I do recommend, if you haven't yet, definitely have to come to Ohlone to come and smell the roses, if you will. It's a beautiful campus out here. As Valdez takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner, batting on the right side as he always does. Him and Quillisi are still tied for 6 home runs on the season. Sets a bouncer to the plate, and I already forgotten the catcher's name. Let me get the name real quick. Kobe made a good block there. 1-1. Strike called by the home plate umpire to make it 1-2. Valdez looking to try and stay alive in the count here. He's down 1-2. Bounces to the plate, and another good block there by Kobe. Gets a nice little comment from the dugout of Ohlone College. Of course, Ohlone College dugout is always very vocal here at home. Swing and a miss from Valdez. They'll strike out once again. Here is Shepard. Now Shepard looking to try and put a ball in play here in this inning, at the very least. As he gets a bouncer to the plate. That it didn't even make it to the plate, actually, as that was just a very awkward pitch coming from Jacob there. Everybody has about 1 or 2 of those, maybe once or twice a month. Even big leaguers have it. Well outside, and Jacob taking a look at his hand there, as I imagine, probably having trouble with his grip here. If I were him, I'd just ask for another ball at this point. 2-0, and it is punched on the ground there. Great play by the third baseman to scoop it up and throw it back to first in time for the out. So Ohlone College goes down 1-2-3. The lead remains at 2-1. And so we got a good game brewing up here between both teams. Very competitive so far. We'll head into the top of the 4th, and we'll be back in exactly 1 minute. Hey, Ohlone family. Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive administrative issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look in the scores here across the MLB. And as I do that, the next hitter here for the Panthers is going to be Cameron Magana. So he takes the first pitch there for a ball, I believe it was called. Yes, it was. Count makes it 1-0. All right, so let's take a look at the score so far. Guardians and Reds in the top of the 7th, tied at 4. Mariners are trailing the White Sox in the top of the 7th by a score of 2-1. And that ball was fouled back to the screen, so it's going to make it a 1-1 count now. The Cubs are handling the Pirates, and they're heading into the 8th inning. The Red Sox took home a win against the Tigers today, so congratulations, Red Sox fans. Still to come today, the Athletics are playing the Rays at 3:04 p.m. Swing and a miss from Cameron to make it 1-2. The Giants and the Padres play their second game together. Mets and Phillies at 3:45. Brewers and Orioles 4:05. Blue Jays and Yankees at 4:05. Marlins and Angels at 4:07. This ball is lined in the center field for an out. We got Nationals and Braves. That looks like it's going to be a great game. 4:20 p.m. start. Dodgers and Twins at a 4:40 p.m. start. Royals and Cardinals, 4:45 p.m. start. Rockies and Rangers, 3:05 p.m. start. Astros and Diamondbacks at a 6:40 p.m. start. Gonzalez now with his 0-0 to his new batter. Swing and a miss there to make it 0-1. And the batter is number 26. However, I don't see a 26. So he swings and misses for a second strike. So I'm really trying to look. There he is. Mason Manley, 196 batting average. And now Mason awaiting his 0-2. Gonzalez dominating in this at-bat. Check swing, but no swing there on the outside corner for a ball. Here's your 1-2 count now from Gonzalez. Mason check swings, and it's going to be called a ball. Say that Mason held up there. As the playoffs are fast approaching, if the Renegades can keep their head of steam going, could possibly find themselves in the 1 seed, as long as they don't let up here and continue playing the way they have been. Mason swings and misses there, and he tries to take first as the pitch was a bit wild, but Jimmy does a good job throwing it back to first there. So another strikeout for Gonzalez. He's been striking out these batters left and right so far. Hopefully he can keep on doing so. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And of course the playoffs are fast approaching. So that first pitch is a strike. And I know for a fact that Ohlone College would love if we could fill up not only the stadium but the surrounding grasslands with student body and other spectators and fans to cheer on the school. Comebacker there to Gonzalez on the ground. He makes a great play and throws it to first in time for the out. And Gonzalez making it look so easy out there. Trying to field that comebacker. So it was just nice and smooth, sweeping his arm back down to his hip, digging that thing out of the ground and just jogging it to first himself for that put out. And so we'll head into the bottom of the fourth. The score remains right where it is, 2-1, Ohlone College. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Onholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Onholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College. And we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues.
And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Quillisi came in at exactly 35 seconds, wasting no time as he takes this one to left field. It is carrying, stays in the air, and the left fielder makes a great play out there for the first put out. So I constantly say, and I will constantly keep on saying, it is so hard to play left field out here in Ohlone College. It is no easy game when you are playing in left field at Ohlone College. And it's a great play out there by the left fielder, tracking that one down. Quillisi thought he might have had himself a base hit. He put a big swing on it. Here's Jewell, and he goes first pitch swinging. And the shortstop is going to try and go and cover here. Left fielder coming in, and it finds some grass. Will Jewell goes to second for a double there. There you go. That's why. Again, I will always say left field is just really difficult. Sometimes you have a beat on it and it's easy. Sometimes you don't. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen that happen, where the both fielders are converging on top of the ball and both of them miss it. It's just not easy to play out there. Here's Garcia now. I don't believe I was able to read Garcia's stats. So he bounces this one into foul territory. I don't believe I've had the pleasure to read his stats yet, so let's see here. Garcia hitting at .367, on base of .441, and slugging at .533. He's down in the count here, 0-1. I don't believe he has recorded a home run this season. No, he has not. But he's recorded 2 triples, 2 of whom I was here for. And, man, can he run for a catcher. Can he run. 6 RBIs on the season, looking for his 7th here with Will Jewell in scoring position. Jewell can definitely run the bases out there. So he takes a huge lead. Gets a pitch on the outside corner for a ball, and somebody's screaming expletive. It's okay. Tensions get heated when you're playing the game. Ohlone College with 4 hits and 2 runs scored. Garcia batting from the right side, and he calls time so that I can finish my my thought here without getting interrupted by a pitch. Wind blowing out to left field. So it really does help Garcia here if he can try and get one in the air to left field. And there's your push from the wind right there. The 1-1. Outside for a ball. Garcia who does a great job making sure that he does not go down easy. And, I mean, this whole roster is just like that for this Ohlone College squad. They're just super deep when it comes to every position, every bat. As I always say, there's not a single easy out on this team. And you hate saying that because you hate implying that any team would have an easy out. Of course, especially as an analyst, you'd hate implying that. But, I mean, it's a true statement with Ohlone College. There's just no easy out. Everybody has the opportunity to do something. On the ground to third base. The third baseman to first for the out. And so a base hit will have to score Will Jewell over there. And coming in now is Kyle Baraloo. Of course, he had a little hot streak going midway through March. It's a bit cooled off, but still a presence nonetheless as he tries to bunt here, but the pitch was well outside. It looked like it might have been a pitch out. That's about how far outside it was. So Baraloo's ahead in the count here, 1-0. Wind still pushing out to left field. Baraloo is 1-0. In there for a strike. You definitely have to be prepared here for that 1-1. I mean that outside pitch being called a strike. If you're in the box, it's been called a strike so far this entire afternoon both ways. And Jewell is going to get stared down back to second base as he is taking the huge leads over there. He is playing about as far as the shortstop plays. Maybe about a step ahead. So he is literally mimicking the shortstop's movements. Anytime the shortstop just inches forward, he just inches forward. Baraloo swings and misses at his 1-2. Or his 1-0 to make it 1-2. And this is something that you gotta love to see. Will Jewell playing the mind games with the shortstop there. The 1-2. Pops straight up to center field. It looks like it's going to go to the wall. The wind is pushing, and it is caught just before the warning track there as Baraloo got it, but he did not get all of it. And no runs off of one hit there for the Renegades. We're going to head into the fifth inning. Score is still 2-1 Ohlone College in a tightly contested matchup so far. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the third level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Gonzalez standing in here. He's still pitching here in the 5th inning and through 4 so far as he stands in. He's only surrendered 1 run off of 3 hits. He's gotten several strikeouts as well. As he throws a first pitch ball on the outside corner. Here's his 1-0. Swing and a miss there for a strike. That's going to make it 1-1 now. And the batter, as the wind is treating my canopy here like a toy, J.J. Courtney. Strike in there, and it's going to make it 1-2. Courtney, we're going to try and work the count any way possible here. Here's his 1-2. Line into right center field, right into no man's land for a base hit. Throwing it back into the infield there is Valdez. It's only going to be a single.
Now batting number 28, Kobe Seeley.
Here's Kobe Seeley. And this is the biggest moment of the game so far for this Panther squad. As scoring this run here at first base ties the game. And this is a bunt, but does not make it back in play here as it stays on the dirt. So I'm going to call it out of play. Makes the count 0-1. It's a lucky break there for Ohlone College because that was definitely a decent bunt. It just did not roll enough. Would have moved the runner up to second with only 1 out. And now the count is 0-1. And Ohlone can definitely work with that. And a missed bunt there to make it 0-2. And a good strike thrown right there by Gonzalez. He threw a very, very nice breaking pitch. Now Courtney has to attack here. As it is an 0-2 count, I would say throw a strike here because he's probably not expecting it, but he swings and misses there. And that's going to be a 3rd strike there as he was expecting Gonzalez was going to go in the zone, and Gonzalez went extremely out of the zone there on that 0-2 pitch. And caught him swinging. Here's Matthew Burke. As Burke is hitting at 283 on base of 358 and slugging at 300. Takes a first pitch ball on the outside corner to make it 1-0. The 1-0. Line into right field. Valdez is right there to make the play, though. And here's Benjamin. So I want to thank Josh, as I thought that might not have been McAnthony Valdez, and it is not. He got pulled out, and Volpe is in right field now. Strike in there on that first pitch, 0-0 delivery. Gonzalez now has some movement on his fastball. That's definitely something that you want to see. It's having some nice tight movement on your fastball makes you even more harder to hit. Here's your 0-1 outside. Garcia keeps it in front of him, however, so great job blocking it this time around from him. Makes the count 1-0 or 1-1. I don't know why I keep on saying the wrong counts here and there. But I do, and then I don't, and then I do. So Here's your 1-1. Line to Stevie Hom over there at short, making a great play for the final out. So only one hit for the Panthers, and I forgot to even light up first base, but nothing coming of it. We'll be back in exactly a minute. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, due up is Hom, Stone, and Ibarra for Ohlone College, and then after Ibarra, it will be Vlopi hitting in place and playing in place of Anthony Valdez. That pitch is well outside for a ball. And that's one thing about Coach Curran that I think is extremely commendable, is that he is able to make sure that each guy at least has some semblance of playing time through a week. So a guy who is not an everyday starter like Vlopi, for example, will have a game where he will come in halfway through, and today is that day for him. He came in the top of the 5th inning. He's going to have to play for the foreseeable rest of the game for Ohlone. As Hom starts this at bat, ahead in the count 3-0, and now 2-0, and now it's 3-0. And I imagine he's probably thinking to himself, might get something to hit here unless, and if it's not an absolute sure strike, I'm just going to take it all the way here. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Some great plate discipline there on display for Stevie Hom. Now I'm calling Stevie Hom Damian Stone, but then I'm calling Damian Stone Stevie Hom. How about they just switch places in the lineup for today, and then we'll just call it a day, huh? Here's Damian Stone now. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I don't call him Stevie Hom through this at-bat. Swing and a miss right there from Stone. And a good breaking pitch right there from the Panthers starter, Jacob Parks. Stevie Hom can run the bases there at first base. Swing and a miss again from Stone. Stevie Hom can run the bases over there at first. And so doubling up here might be a tough task, as both of these runners are fast down the lines here and running these bases. The 0-2. Bouncer to the plate, and Stevie Hom is going to advance to second there as the pitch gets away from the catcher there. Chalk that up to being a passed ball. And now it's a 1-2. So Stevie Hom now in scoring position here, and Stone trying to find a gap here to score him. Swing and a miss, and Stone's going to try and take first as the catcher could not quite field it, but he throws it to first in time for the out. That's going to be your first out of the inning. Now Jeter Ibarra looking to try and give Ohlone some insurance here. So I imagine that is probably on the mind of everybody who is affiliated with Ohlone College currently listening or watching this game. Is get some insurance. And Ibarra's on the ground there, and it's going to get through. No, it does not. The second baseman makes a great play over there, keeping it in front of him, and jumps up and throws it to first in time for the out. He steals not only a base hit, but potentially an RBI there from Ibarra. And here's Volpe now. So I thought for sure we were going to say RBI single there, but it wasn't to be. We got a Gold Glove award-winning second baseman over there. That first pitch is well outside for a ball. And Volpe, through 29 at-bats, has recorded 11 hits, 276 batting average, 447 on base, and 448 slugging. He also has a home run and 4 RBIs on the season. So he's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Looking for his 5th RBI here on the season. He takes a pitch in there for a strike, and that looked like a good pitch to possibly do something with. However, he took it, and he's just going to need to stay beside himself and drive another pitch here. As it's fouled back there on that 2-1 delivery. Now it's going to make it 2-2. If Volpe cannot quite make it here through this at-bat, the due-up for Ohlone in the next inning will be Shepard, Quillisi, and Jewell, and that's going to be a strikeout there from Volpe. And a huge pitch there. And a huge strikeout as the Panthers keep it within 1 and do not allow Stevie Hamm to score. And so we are now through 5 complete innings. 2-1 is the score. We're going to head into the top of the 6th very soon. Hope you guys have been enjoying so far. We'll be back in 1 minute. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College live sports broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
And looks like we might have a couple of defensive substitutions to tell you about. Because it looks like Volpe might actually be done out there in right field. But it's definitely all the right fielders, all the outfielders who have been changed. Let me get my binoculars out. Stone is still in center. And I believe that is Takumi out there in right. Yes, that is Takumi. Will Jewell is still out there in left. However, Cade Castillo is coming in now for Baraloo. It's second base. Ibarra still at third. Shepard is still at first. Ham is still at short. And Velopi actually is calling the signs now. So that's going to do it for Jimmy Garcia's afternoon. As Gonzalez throws a first pitch ball. Both teams with 4 hits, however, the difference is 2-1, Ohlone College. That pitch bounces to the plate, and it's going to be called a strike. Does not bounce to the plate. My bad. The way Velopi fielded it, looked like it might have bounced to the plate, but it did not. It was just a nicely executed pitch on the lower half corner, the inside half of the plate. This pitch is popped straight up. It was an inside fastball. Castillo says he has it, and he does. It's going to make it your first out here. Here's Ugoat. Joshua Ugoat. Gonzalez starts his 0-0. And it's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Curveball looked more like a slurve there. He's got some excellent breaking stuff, as I said before. I'll continue saying some excellent breaking stuff coming from Max Gonzalez, as always. On the ground here, Stevie Hom with a nice play. Can't really corral it, though. So that's not exactly an easy play. You're running, you have to stop and make a backhanded play in hopes that you position yourself properly. Otherwise, it's going to bounce off your foot. Possibly even take a bad hop and it bounce off his foot when he positioned his glove. So it just pops straight out of his glove. Can't really beat yourself too much up about it. It happens. This ball's lined into right field. It looks like it might find some fair territory grass, and it does not. That ball looked like it might have been fair, but it was called foul down that line. And oh boy, the wind is trying to take home the canopy, apparently. I'm sorry, the canopy is taken, wind. All right, so here's your 0-1 now. Gonzalez just a double play away here. This is lined straight up into right field, and it looks like it might find some grass. Shepard with a nice play as he lost his cap. Both Cade and Shepard lost their caps there trying to chase after that ball. Shepard making an over-the-head catch there. An absolutely difficult catch to make, however, perfectly executed. Now there are 2 outs here in the inning. And here's Manley standing in once again. As it seems like the Panthers have had 1 runner on these last couple of innings and just have not been able to cash in. Let's see if they can do it here. Manley fouls this one back. As our grand clock is going to just hit 4 p.m. here, and we're in the 6th inning. So I imagine everybody's probably like, let's end this game as fast as possible and get out of this horrendous weather. It's a beautiful day besides the wind. But the wind is just ferocious. Here's your 0-1. On the ground. Ibarra has it, throws it to second for 1. And the final. So he goes short to second. Gets the put out there. We're going to head into the bottom of the 6th. The score remains 2-1.
I meditate to the sky, I'm flying. I wanna sleep through the night, I'm trying.
Hey, you. Thanks for stopping by. You picked the right channel.
Lately I ignore my phone, giving all the time spent on my own. Now she go wild, else she feel crazy. My thoughts are loud, they tell me I don't know what coast should I call home. I don't know if I'm still feeling low. Somebody either way, let's go and find the better days, better days. And so wake me up when the sun is shining. On the fire by the tide, I'm riding. Surfing high, I'm winding. She shakes me up. City lights get blinding. I wanna take to the sky, I'm flying. I wanna sleep through the night, I'm trying.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College Baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, we're back. Shepard, Quillisi, and Jewel due up here. Actually, Clay, it looks like, is going to be coming in for Quillisi. So Quillisi's afternoon could very well be over. As I can only help to imagine that possibly that could have been Max Gonzalez's last inning in this game, and if it was, he has pitched absolutely immaculately in this game, as he always does. The Ohlone College ace. Shepard straight up to left. The ball is carrying it here into foul territory, and it bounces back. It looked like it bounced back fair, but it did not. It landed just opposite the line, as the ball was angling into foul territory, and then the wind pushed it back. And now the count is 0-2 now, as I thought the first pitch was a ball, but apparently not. No, it's 1-1. See, I knew it. Shepard resets here as he's just been given new life by the crazy winds here at Ohlone College. And Jacob is calling for another sign here. He throws a strike. He stepped off and wanted to re-sign. And not to take anything away, of course, from the Panthers, but Jacob Parks has, besides the first inning, has pitched great as well. And it's been step for step having arguably probably his best performance of the season against a very deep Ohlone College roster here. This is something that we haven't really seen in a while, as a pitcher that's been able to manage Ohlone College. As the count is now 3-1, Jacob looking for his put-out stuff, while Jaden looking for anything he can hit. And he'll instead just take first pitch on first pitch. He'll take first base on a ball on the inside corner there. And here is Clay. Let's take a look at some of Clay's numbers on the season. Clay is batting today at 163, on base percentage of 400, and slugging at 186. So this is a more of a defensive move, I would suggest here, coming from Coach Curran. I imagine probably, even though Clay is in Quillisi's spot in the lineup now, I imagine he probably is going to go out to center field, and maybe Stone will go out to left. It's the first pitch strike there to Clay. So Ohlone College has action in their bullpen, while the Panthers, seems that they don't. I can't really see anybody over there. However, I have a better look at the home bullpen than I do at the away bullpen. So, let's see. 0-1 outside for a ball. And Clay is getting another sign here from the dugout. I wouldn't be surprised here if Jaden will start running if Clay gets to a 2-strike count. And he's going to run right now, and this is popped up to the right side and foul to make it 1-2. I was going to say maybe he's going to run now, but I thought maybe the sign was on a 2-strike count. Jaden's going to start running, but now Jaden is running here regardless. Of course, Coach Curran has taught his guys to play small ball. And that is something that you definitely need in a game like this. 1-2, and it's lying straight out to left field. It looks like it's hooking, and it does hook foul. As that got everybody out of their seats. Clay got all of it there, but just hooked it foul. As he is smiling and laughing over there, and you gotta like that, especially as he knows he was right on top of it. Now Parks looking for his put-out pitch, and it is popped straight up to right and foul. And Clay has got has got to be thinking here, I got him right where I want him. And Parks is probably thinking, I just need an executing pitch. I'm good. Or at least hopefully he is. Can't panic in this situation. It's a big moment, but you can't panic in this situation. Got to be confident. Just go out there and execute. And let's see which guy executes the best here. On the ground, Parks is going to get a double play ball to second and back to first. Is he in time? It looks like it is not at first base. However, they get the lead runner, which was Jaden. Here comes Will Jewell. And Parks executed there on the biggest pitch of the afternoon. And now he's going to face Will Jewell here. Jewell, of course, has been the hero a couple of times for Ohlone College. Of course, in that West LA series was the big base hit to help beat West LA, I think, for the second game. On the ground to the right side, and it's going to be through the infield and fair down the line. And Clay is running hard into third there as he makes it to third from first. We got runners at the corners now with one out, and here's Takumi. Of course, Will Jewell, it was the second game against West LA, and Will Jewell absolutely came through with a base hit to make it 11-10. An RBI base hit to make it 11-10 was part of that 4-game sweep of West LA. And Takumi now looking for a productive out possibly here to just score a run or even a base hit. Either will suffice here as he's going to try and bunt across, and he doesn't. And Jewell did Jewell make it the second? Jewell was on second. I thought it was off of Takumi's bat. But apparently not, and so it's going to make it 0-1. And so that was a strike. I thought that was off of Takumi's bat. So now Jewell puts himself in scoring position here. As now there seems to be confusion as to where Will Jewell is supposed to be. As I personally thought it was a foul ball. I thought I saw it come off of Takumi's bat, which is why I was severely confused. If it's a foul ball, Will Jewell's got to go back to first. We'll take a break. Station identification.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting.
And so the call officially is that it wasn't off of Takumi's bat, and that it was indeed a strike. Not sure how much I believe that, however. Of course, everybody knows I am slightly biased to Ohlone College. But I'm not sure if I believe that. As now the scoreboard says it's 1-0. As I'm having trouble understanding what the situation is here. Takumi called time, so here we go. And now Parks steps off here. It's okay. Keep the time running. Keep the time running. Here you go. Here's your 1-0. Both runners are going to try here, and Clay is safe at home. Here comes Will, and Will scores from second base, and Takumi gets a 2 RBI sacrifice bunt. Unbelievable, as that's what you call small ball right there. Manufacturing not 1 but 2 runs off a bunt, and a beautifully executed play by this entire Ohlone College squad there. I was beyond surprised as I saw Will Jewell rounding third. I was like, no way he's coming home, and indeed he was. And now here's Cade Castillo as he takes a first pitch strike. Or Kevin Cavill, rather. Sorry. Not Cade Castillo. Cavill sitting at 314. On base of 429 and slugging at 400. He takes another strike. And now the 0-2. Bouncer back. As it was right off of Cavill's bat. He got just barely a piece of it. If he could somehow find a way to get on base, Stevie Hom will be the next batter here. Outside for a ball. And Parks thought that he had himself a final strike 3 there. Goodness, I just knocked over the microphone. My apologies. There's 2 outs. I just noticed that I didn't update the outs. There's 2 outs now. And Cavill pops this one straight up. Second baseman is under it. And he has it for the final out. And so a bizarre ending that works in the favor of Ohlone College. And Takumi sacrifice bunt scored 2 runs. And it's going to make it 4-1 Ohlone College. We'll be back in exactly a minute. Don't go anywhere yet. Hey, Ohlone family. Brenda Onholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about gender, sex, fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Onholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College live sports broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Got a new pitcher here in this game, and it's Nate Rosser. All right, so let's see what Rosser has done on the season. This is going to be his 9th appearance of the season. And he's pitched through 17 innings. He's given up 27 hits, 16 runs. 16 of them are earned, so all of them are earned runs. He's walked 10 guys and struck out 20 others. He has given up 2 home runs on the season and has an 8.31 ERA. And a couple of times that I've seen Nate Rosser, he has had trouble with putting runners on the base pad. And so let's see. He's a very hot and cold pitcher, and when he's hot, he is absolutely dynamic on the mound and very, very unhittable. But when he is cold, unfortunately, he struggles a lot to throw strikes. That first pitch is well outside. And that's a good point. As I was just about to bring up, I heard one of the parents say it usually takes him a couple of hitters, and he gets his fastball ripped down the line for a foul. The count is now 1-1. And Rosser looking to try and put himself in the driver's seat here. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss. What a fastball right there. Now the count is 1-2. And now Rosser looking for his put away. Outside for a ball. Count is now 2-2. Ohlone College with 5 hits, 1 error, and 4 runs scored. And for the Panthers, 4 hits, 1 run scored, and no errors. Foul straight back. This is one of those times where I'm very, very happy that we have a screen to protect us. As if that screen wasn't there, somebody in the front row there would have lost a tooth, possibly. You're 2-2. Fouled straight back again. The wind is now pushing out to right center. It's very interesting. The wind patterns here. Although some of you got to check out the wind patterns at Oracle Park. So they have a wind pattern forecast as that 2-2 was fouled to the right side again. They have a wind pattern forecast every time a game starts, and it's expected to be windy, and it's weird. It's like at certain elevation, it creates a wind tunnel, and then at certain elevation, it pushes out to right, then some areas it pushes out to left. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Strike 3 called, and Rosser gets himself a strikeout there to start his afternoon, and he is dealing so far from what I can see. So he looks comfortable and confident out there to start this game. Now Rosser with his 0-1 delivery in there for a strike. He's got a nice fastball brewing right now. J.J. Courtney is once again up. I believe this is his 4th at-bat of the afternoon. As Courtney lines this one to right, and Underin making the play over there and right is Takumi for the second out of the inning. And standing in now is Kobe. Inside for a ball. Makes it 1-0. And Rosser just one more out away here from making it a 1-2-3 inning. On the ground, and Stevie Hom fields it, throws it to first in time for the out. 1-2-3 inning for Nate Rosser as he is dealing and he looks hot. We'll see what happens in the bottom of the 7th as Ohlone leads by a score of 4-1. We'll be back in 1 minute. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Onholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Onholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College Baseball action, live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, got a new pitcher once again here this afternoon. So we're running through some names here when it comes to the pitching staff for this Panther squad. And the new pitcher, Clayton Evans. Hang on, he's on the second sheet of this paper. And Evans has his 11th appearance of the season, and doesn't look like he has. It doesn't really show like a recorded ERA. I don't think that this is his pitching stats. This is his fielding stats. So I do not have Evans' pitching stats. However, I imagine if he's coming in to try and preserve a game and keep it right where it is, he's definitely got to be pretty good coming out of the bullpen. Just off of an assumption. Standing in now is Stevie Hom. And Ohlone looking for any type of insurance here. We got a righty versus righty matchup here to start this inning. Outside for a ball. And Evans looks like he's got himself a nice big breaking pitch there in his curveball. Clayton throws, and that's going to be inside again for a ball. Count is 2-0. So with the 2-0 count, Stevie Hom steps out of the box for a minute, reconvenes, gets the sign. Now he steps back in. Clayton gets his sign and he throws. Fastball and it's line. High and deep to left center field. Bye, baby. Stevie Hom has just left the building. An unbelievable swing of the bat. And Ohlone College now brings their lead up by a score of 5-1. And Stevie Hom records his 3rd home run on the season. 5-1 Renegades. As history's in the making here at Ohlone College. Now here's Damian Stone.
Give it to me, babe. Give it to me.
Of course, Mr. Hom is just loving it over here. And Stone takes a first pitch ball. So it really just felt like Stevie Hom was going to eventually leave the yard. He had a couple of great at-bats in the last couple of games. One where I believe last week he bounced one off the fence. And that's a 1-0 strike on the delivery from Clayton. The wind is pushing out to left field, straightaway left field. Stone tries to go opposite field there, but cannot quite hook it fair. It's going to make it 1-2. So I feel bad because I can't really put too much energy into my voice because it's just so dead from this weekend that I had. However, I hope that call sounded at least halfway decent for Stevie Hom. Inside for a ball there to Stone to make it 2-2. And again, I'd like to thank everybody who has joined us in this game. How about we get number 3 spammed in the chat for Stevie Hom as Stone swings and misses there to make it a strike 3 strikeout. I don't know what I was saying. He strikes out. First out of the inning. Ibarra is now up. And it's becoming more and more clear now that Ohlone College could possibly win this game. But gotta continue playing here as the game is not over, of course. Ibarra takes a pitch on the outside corner for a ball. And now he pops this one to the right side, foul, to make it 1-1. When 1-1 count here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. We are just about to hit 4:30 p.m. here at Ohlone College. We're just about 2 hours into playtime here. An hour and 58 minutes and 40 seconds total as Ibarra takes his 1-1 for a ball. And now here's your 2-1. Outside for another ball to make it 3-1. And Ibarra putting himself here in the ultimate position to try and get something to hit here. As Clayton Evans definitely has to try and come into the zone and throw a strike here. Let's see, 3-1. Outside for a ball, and Ibarra will take first. And here's Jason Vlopi.
Number 30, Jason Lopiano.
So for Ohlone College, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 runs scored. And for Hartnell College, no errors, 4 hits and 1 run. And Ibarra is going to be tested back at first to no avail. Vlopi isn't even concerning himself with that. He's just stretching back out. As OBS Studio said it disconnected, everybody please confirm that you are still watching and you still have connection here. Somebody please confirm that in the chat as Vlopi takes a strike. My streaming service, my streaming app that allows me to stream, said that it lost connection. So if anybody in the chat can let me know if we're still online, go right ahead. The 0-1 in there for a strike, and Vlopi's down 0-2. All right, cool. Thank you, everybody. Every once in a while that might happen, so if I do say that, I'll need you guys to reconfirm for me. 0-2 to Vlopi. Clayton Evans dealing here in this at-bat. Outside for a ball, and Ibarra's going to try and take second, and it gets through both the fielders covering there, but they keep it in the infield, so no further damage done. But Ibarra does steal the base here, and the count is now 1-2. And of course, if you're having connection issues or audio issues, you can't hear me, and you know your device is turned up, let me know. Because it's definitely a problem on my end. Vlopi strikes out looking on a tough breaking pitch there. So now there are 2 outs, and here comes Jaden. And Shepard here probably wants to score Ibarra with a nice base hit. Of course, Ibarra can definitely run the bases, even though he is one of the bigger guys here on this Ohlone College roster, one of the taller guys, especially. Not a single base runner here on this Ohlone College squad that I would not consider at least a good base runner. I mean, they just do everything exquisitely well when it comes to fundamental baseball. Outside there for Clayton. Makes it 1-0. And you got to commend Clayton Evans for a minute here. As after the leadoff home run from Stevie Hom, he has just absolutely came in and just been dialing it up so far. He's one more out away from getting out of this inning without further damage, as that ball is well outside again for a 2-0 now. Of course, I'd like to thank everybody watching. Chris Warden, if you are listening, I would like to thank you, of course, as always, for allowing me to have this opportunity. Everybody from top to bottom who does all the dirty work behind the scenes, absolutely love and respect you. Outside and foul. Let's make it 2-1. And I'd like to confirm for my regular subscribers, we're gonna get another vlog coming in. It's a surprise vlog, however, so I won't tell you when, what, or where it was shot. But just keep an eye out. It'll come out tomorrow. So I'm editing it tonight. It's gonna be fun. Ibarra is gonna be stared down by Evans to go back to second. The count is still 2-1. Also, for my subscribers, got a zombies video on the way. I'm planning it at least. So remember, planning doesn't mean that I'm definitely doing it. If I'm doing it, I'll say that. On the ground, great play by the third baseman to record the final out there. And Clayton Evans coming out of the bullpen only gives up 1 run off the home run. Otherwise, absolutely does a great job coming out of the bullpen there. And we're through 8 complete innings, or 7 complete innings. I don't know why I keep on saying 1 more inning complete than than what we actually have completed, but I am. We're through 7 complete innings, 5-1 Ohlone College. We'll be back in exactly a minute. Hey, Ohlone family. Brenda Onholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about gender, sex, fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Onholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College live sports broadcast. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
Alrighty. We are back here, top of the 8th inning action, and guess what? Nate Rosser is still on the mound for Ohlone College after putting up an impressive 7th inning. And let's see if he can once again impress here in the 8th inning. As I believe the 7th inning is some of the best pitching I've seen Nate Rosser do this season, and possibly could be the best pitching that he has done so far this season, as he throws a first pitch bouncer to the plate. I want to make sure I'm not jinxing him there. So 3 knocks on the wood. On the ground there, and Cavill has it, throws it to first in time for the out. So score that in your scorecards as a 4-3 ground ball. That's your first out of the inning. Benjamin Pajas is now up. See, he went down on his first pitch twice today. In his first 2 at-bats, actually. As Rosser throws another bouncer to the plate there to make it 1-0. Here's your 1-0 delivery. On the ground, Ibarra with a nice play over there. Throws it to first in time for the out. The hot corner there was really hot on that ground ball. And Ibarra making a nice backhanded play there, making it look it's just so easy. And another defensive substitution to tell you about. Aiden Morton is over there at short, and I believe Takumi has moved over to left, if I'm not mistaken there. Yep. So let's see who's in right now. Nate Van Patten is in right for Ohlone College. On the ground, Ibarra has it. Throws it to first in time for the out. 3 ground outs, and Nate Rosser still looking absolutely impressive as we head into the bottom of the 8th. That was a very, very quick half inning. We'll be back in exactly a minute. Hey Ohlone family, Brenda Anholtz is here, Ohlone College professor. She would like to tell all of you about the gender sex fair.
Thanks, Armando. Again, I am Professor Brenda Anholtz of the Communication and Gender and Women's Studies departments here at Ohlone College, and we are having this year's 7th annual Gender Sex Fair, and the theme is reproductive justice. And with the current political landscape around Roe v. Wade, our students are exploring issues of gender equity around reproductive health issues. Please come. It's on April 20th, which is a Wednesday, April 20th, from 11 to 1 on the Fremont campus. We're on the 3rd level plaza. We have engaging games, tons of information talking about reproductive justice issues. We are having one student group birth water balloons to talk about doulas and midwifery. We have lots of students talking about sex education. We have some students talking about the intersectional issues of equity for brown and black women in America around reproductive issues, and we'd love to have you. I'm sure we're going to have some treats and some music too. I hope we see you there. Thanks very much.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, we got a new pitcher to tell you about. Preston, number 20, is the pitcher for the Panthers here. And Hartnell College, their main objective here is to try to keep the deficit where it is, try and have a shot at it in the 9th, as the tying run could still come to the plate in the 9th inning with only a 4-run lead. For Ohlone College to just put another run on the board, at least just one. Clay is in now as he takes a first pitch strike on the inside corner. lower inside corner of the plate. He's batting from the right side, of course. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And if Clay had it, I imagine I could have been saying my home run call. So he took a big, healthy hack. Would have absolutely crushed it if he could have made contact there. And now the count is 0-2. Outside for a ball. And Preston loses his cap. Calvillo, I remember a couple of games ago, constantly was losing his cap every time he did his windup and pitched. As soon as the ball would leave his arm, the cap would leave his head. Here's your 1-2. Bouncer to the plate. It's going to make it 2-1, or 2-2, rather. It's a beautiful afternoon here at Ohlone College. Of course, the vegetation out here is still relatively green. However, it's starting to get yellow all across the board. I imagine maybe a month of sunny weather. Line into center field, and not an easy play, but recorded out over there in center field for the first out of the inning. So I imagine with a little bit more sunny weather, maybe a month of sunny weather, the vast majority of the green that we see now on the hillside is going to be yellow. Here's Nate Van Patten. Of course, I complimented Nate Van Patten about a week ago, I would say, on him having the best hair on this team. And he made a funny comment, and he said, I had to pick up a couple of things from you. Of course, if anybody has seen me in real life, I have extremely long hair. Van Patten pops this one right over the third baseman's head for a base hit. Van Patten's trying for second here. He's going to dive, and he is safe for a double. What a slide right there at second base. Saves him from getting thrown out. And here's Takumi now. And here's something good for Takumi. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but yeah, that's the win. The wind pushing out to straightaway left field as Takumi stands in his right-handed spot. Preston checks the runner and throws. That's going to be a first pitch strike. Takumi, of course, went deep on a Saturday game, I believe a week and a half ago now. And it was just like a windy day like this. Or it was a Thursday game, I remember now. 2 weeks ago, Thursday. As Van Patten's going to be walked back to second base. And with this wind, Takumi can definitely send one flying possibly over the fence here. And Ohlone College would definitely like that. Van Patten's going! And the throw back to third base is well off the mark. So Van Patten is going to steal third here. And also on the play, the pitch was outside and low for a ball to make it 1-1. This canopy is trying its hardest to try and leave the ground. Good thing we got it secured. 1-1. And it's a ball on the lower half of the plate. Lower outside half of the plate. Preston got to execute a pitch here. He definitely needs a strikeout here or a hard hit ground ball that is easily fielded. Line into left field, and it is not a base hit. It is fouled down left. So I imagine Takumi was thinking to himself, yeah, I got it. And if I'm Preston now, I just tell myself, all right, that was just a very long strike. Now it's 2-2. Takumi awaits us 2-2. Here it comes from Preston. Fouled straight back. And 4:40 p.m. classes are not only just getting in session, but some of them are actually releasing right now. Some classes do release at 4:45 p.m. at Ohlone College. Line into right. It looks like it might find glove, and it does. Van Patten's going to try and tag up, and he does. And a sacrifice fly for Takumi as he's gotten sacrifice RBIs 3 times this afternoon. An unsung hero of sorts, if you will. 3 RBIs off of sacrifices for Takumi. 2 off of a sacrifice bunt, and now 1 from a sacrifice RBI. And here's Cam Calvillo. So we're right at 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 41 seconds of total playtime. Swing and a miss from Calvillo. And the score is now 6-1. I got to update that. There we go, 6-1. And that's a ball on that 0-1 delivery there. Now the count is going to be 1-1. Castillo, or Calvillo rather, the right-handed hitter, and an appeal back to first base there to check to see if Calvillo went on his check swing. Says no, so the count is going to be 2-1. But Calvillo, of course, he's a right-handed hitter, so the wind helping him here in this at-bat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No, home plate umpire is going to say he got a piece of it. However, the result is still the same. It's a 2-2 count now. If Calvillo can find himself on base, Aiden Morton is going to be the hitter. And this one is popped in front of the third baseman, and he plays it on the hop for the final out. And so we're going to head into the 9th inning. We are through 8 total innings played. The score is 6-1 Renegades. And we will be back in exactly a minute.
I meditate to the sky, I'm flying. I wanna sleep through the night, I'm trying.
Hey, you. Thanks for stopping by. You picked the right channel.
Lately I ignore my phone, giving all the time spent on my own. Now she go wild, I she feel crazy. My thoughts are loud, they tell me I don't know what cold should I call home. I don't know how to feel, but still feeling lonesome. But either way, let's go and find the better days, better days. So wake me up when the sun is shining. On the fire by the tide, I'm riding. Surfing and I am winding. She shakes me up. City lights get blinding. I meditate to the sky, I'm flying. I wanna sleep through the night, I'm trying.
You're listening to Ohlone Baseball Live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel, the official partner of Ohlone College Live Sports Broadcasting. And now back to Ohlone College baseball action live on the Gaming Runner Production YouTube channel.
All right, so Nate Rosser is going to be done for the afternoon, and standing in now is Ethan Shaver. As I imagine, Craig Shaver is probably jumping up and down now. So Ethan Shaver is going to be the pitcher here. Let me see if I can pull up his stats real quick on the season, tell you guys what type of year he's been having. Here it is. And Shaver. Ethan Shaver, this is going to be his 12th appearance. He has a 3-0 record. He has 1 save through 21 and a half innings, 15 hits given up, 6 runs, 5 of whom were earned, 6 walks. He's recorded 16 strikeouts. That's pretty nice. He's not given up a home run yet, and has recorded an ERA of 2.08. So pretty impressive coming out of the bullpen out of Ethan Shaver. So this ball is bounced to the left side and foul. Of course, the elephant in the room, Ohlone College, in their 9th inning struggles, as we all here in attendance who are rooting for Ohlone College are hoping those do not come back to play here in this game. The 0-1 strike, and it's going to make it 0-2. As Shaver has his breaking stuff going pretty nice so far here in this at-bat. Now Volpe lays down the side for the 0-2. Outside, and Volpe keeps it in front of him. And that now makes it 1-2. The wind pushing out to right field, which helps the batter here. Can't quite get a number on that, so give me a sec here. 1-2. Shaver has his 1-2 bounced foul to the left side. And it's Joshua who is hitting right now, who is recorded coming into today's game a .255 batting average. Of course, the Panthers are going to have to score 5 runs here in this inning if they want to stay alive in this game. 1-2 on the ground, and it is going to go foul. As that could have very possibly been trouble for Ohlone College, as that was a weakly hit ground ball that only made it halfway down the line before Ibarra could even catch up to it. And Joshua was already on his horse. He was already almost to first at that point. So it would have been a tough play to try and turn. However, we don't have to worry about turning that play. It was a foul ball. Shaver has another 1-2 delivery upcoming here to Joshua. Here it comes. Outside for a ball. And now a 2-2 from Shaver. And it bounces to the plate. So we got a full count here. And due up for the Panthers now is going to be Cameron Magana. Of course, they want to keep the lineup card rolling, and there's going to be a walk now on a 4th ball on the inside lower half part of the plate. And it looks like Joshua's going to have a pinch runner come in for him. Can't quite get a number on that. Let me see if I can get it. I'm looking at it with my binoculars. It's a number 1, but I don't see a number 1 designated for the stat sheet. So number 1 is at first base to run for the Panthers. Shaver with his first pitch being fouled is heading to count now, and Cameron, the batter Cameron, probably thinking to himself, I was just out in front of that one. Shaver, of course, is a good breaking ball pitcher. He's a very slow pitcher. However, his breaking stuff has a lot of movement, which makes him hard to hit constantly. And it hits him. So now there are 2 runners on and no out here. And now batting, I believe for the first time today, is Salvador Lopez, number 16. He's batting at a 188 starting today's game. And don't look now, but again, 9th inning drama at Ohlone College. It sounds like a broken record, but what is an Ohlone game without some 9th inning drama? It's not a complete experience. On the ground, this is bouncing. It's going to be a tough turn for 2, and you're not going to get it. Ibarra gets him at first, however, on a bouncing throw, but both runners do move up. However, there is now 1 out here in the inning. Alex Rackus is now up, and he's hitting at 186 coming into today's game. On-base percentage of 320 and slugging at 279. They got the righty versus lefty matchup here, as Rackus is a left-handed hitter. And now the count is 0-1 as Rackus swings and barely gets a piece of that 0-0 fastball. Wind whipping back and forth now, just kind of out to straightaway center now. And Ethan kicks and deals. Rackus takes on a pitch well outside for a ball. Shaver looking for a put-away pitch here. He kicks and deals for his 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss there from Rackus. And now Shaver in the driver's seat here, 1-2. He definitely could use a strikeout here in this at-bat. The 1-2 outside for a ball. And now Shaver awaiting a 2-2 here, and Rackus being very patient here in the box as he is waiting for something to hit. Almost bit on a pitch well outside there, but it holds up, and now it's 3-2. Shaver's got to bring himself back into the strike zone here. He was doing a great job here at the beginning of the at-bat, but steadily lost control here as his pitches have been going further and further outside. Comes back inside, or back outside, and it goes to left here. High and deep at the wall, and it's caught by Takumi. Runner's going to tag up, and it's going to make it 6-2. However, the important thing here is there are 2 outs now in the inning. As that ball off the bat had me in my brain thinking, oh no. So I thought that might have been gone off the bat or banked off the wall. Takumi running it down extremely hard there to make that play, but runs it down and makes a beautiful play out and left. And Ethan starts his next at bat, 0-1 now. And the batter here is number 12, J.J. Courtney. He is the last hope for the Panthers here. So of course, I would like to thank everybody who was involved in the production of these broadcasts. So, of course, our athletic director, Chris Warden, thank you so much. As Courtney takes a pitch on the inside corner there for a ball. And, of course, thank you, Ohlone College, and Coach Curran specifically, the Ohlone College baseball team, for allowing me to come and broadcast for this team, which is an absolutely fun job that I absolutely love. Line to right for a base hit. And let's see here. The runner's going to come home. And Van Patten throws it, and it is home. Is it in time? No, it's not. And wow, what a slide under that tag there, as there was a nice collision between Vlopi and the runner. He does a great job there to score a run and keep this game alive. It is now 6-3 and an RBI single. As Shaver goes back to test the runner there to no avail. And the first pitch is a strike in there. Jason Plaza is the hitter now, or Joseph Plaza rather. 250 batting average, 455 on base, and slugging at 375. The 0-1 is too far outside for a ball. And don't look now, but the tying run is on deck right now. So there's not necessarily drama, but it's starting to get that way. Swing and a miss there. And Shaver comes back with a nice fastball on the inside corner. As he elevated it on the inside corner. Got a swing and a miss. And now the Panthers down to their final strike here. As Joseph has to execute here. Swing and a miss, and he barely got a piece of it, actually. Fouls it back. So he keeps the game alive. And here comes the 1-2 from Shaver. Outside for a ball. Makes the count now 2-2. Ohlone looking for a final putout. Any possible way here. Got a force out at second and a force out at first. Joseph awaits the 2-2, and it's popped straight up into right. And under is the first baseman, makes a basket catch for the final out. And the Renegades have won this game and have now increased their winning streak to 29 games, trying to look for their 30th game in a row. Coming up here on Thursday. And so let me get you the schedule here. As on Thursday, Ohlone College is going to be going to Hartnell College. And then on Saturday, Monterey Peninsula. And then they'll be back home on Tuesday, the 19th, against Monterey Peninsula. This is going to be the final week coming up next week for Ohlone College. This is the second to last week. Final road weekend game is at Monterey Peninsula. So if any of you are available to do so, I'd highly recommend to possibly go out to Monterey Peninsula. And I may or may not be joining them for that road game. So let's see what happens. And as always, I would like to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon and being a part of this live production. Of course, I would like to thank everybody who was involved, especially you, Chris Warden, Ohlone College, Coach Curran, and the baseball team for allowing me to come back out here every single day. There is a game at home and doing this. I really appreciate your guys' help. And until next time, everybody, I'll see you again. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll be back later on.